There are sick people counting on that food to survive. Hey, you forgot this can of whoop-ass!
Someone get him down here! Fire in the hole!
Hold up! Like fish in a barrel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't order any more Sable agents.
Stop resisting! Stay clear! He's going down! Under arrest. Get clear! Cover my six! Incoming! Target is hostile.
Escaped cons stealing food from the needy. Talk about eroding your faith in humanity.
This is Sable Control. Need a report on the situation in Spanish Harlem.
Observation post is live. On alert for priority targeted.
Can't leave this place operating. I'll try to close it down stealthily so no one gets hurt. Oh, God. This is really starting to verge on stalking.
Agent down! Keep fighting! I'm going in! Take cover! Keep fighting! Target is hostile. Alive! He's airborne!
Incoming! And we're done.
About that one! Moving in! Tear it out! Bring him down!
Yeah. Is it too much to hope this'll teach Sable to focus on actual criminals instead of me? Yeah, too much.
Now, if there's one thing I can't abide, it's egomaniacs who use the internet solely to draw attention to themselves. And we just had a real meeting of the minds in that respect, as the online personality Screwball pranked fellow narcissist Spider-Man into an epic snipe hunt that put innocent people in danger. On the one hand, Screwball did show us all just how gullible and reckless Spider-Man is, rushing headlong into dangerous situations without knowing or caring who he'll hurt as long as cameras are on him. On the other hand, Screwball herself is no better. Unlike me, she's not trying to expose wrongdoers like Spider-Man as a public service. She's just in it to promote herself, which I think is absolutely despicable. Now don't go away. Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson will be right back after this important message about how you can buy my book.
All units. Witnesses are reporting civilians are trapped following a car crash. Mobilize on Garvey Park. Over.
Carl crushed that pedestrian if I don't do something. People are still trapped. Need to help fast.
I'm gonna tell everybody you're for real.
Just a little more.
Thanks.
Hold on. Victims are out of danger. Let the EMTs do their job now.
Available units. Officers needed to subdue a riot. Incident was reported near Trinity.
stop those inmates before they kill someone. Great campfire! I've got a scary story about going back to jail! Haven't seen the city this bad since, well, since never.
I don't want to think about what they would have done.
Escaped prisoners have taken a bus hostage.
Longtime caller Officer Andrews is back with us. As always, thank you for your service to our fair city, officer. What's new?
Mr. Jameson, you know I'm a fan, but I just saw Spider-Man in action. I worked with him to stop Wilkinson's men from stealing back their hard drives. And he's a stand-up guy.
Now wait a second, my friend. I'm not questioning your word. I'm sure what you said happened. But have you considered it was in Spider-Man's interest to help you?
How so?
He obviously had a long-standing feud with Fisk and wants him put away. That doesn't make him Mother Teresa. It just means he had a grudge.
Look, I hear you. But why can't we give him the benefit of the doubt?
Why? Because he hides behind that mask. You train. You stand up with your badge and name tag on, and you do your job every day. He runs and hides. If you cause the kind of damage he does, what would happen?
I'd be doing paperwork until the day I retire. And probably writing a debt, too.
And why, my dear friend, should you have to follow these rules and not him?
You know, that's a damn good point.
I knew you'd come around.
All units, officers are taking sniper fire. Incident is ongoing near 2 bridges.
Those cops are in a bad spot. I gotta help. I've got an idea how to settle this. Dance off! That was like a crazy modern western. Lawmen pinned down in an urban canyon. Yippee-ki-yay, Mother Spider.
1051. Fugitives in multiple vehicles are causing a major disturbance. Officers needed in Little Italy.
Hey, how about all three?
It's raining men!
You'll pay for that!
That was like some dystopian sci-fi movie. Of course, the city...
Calling any available unit. A tour bus was just taken hostage. Response needed north of Houston.
Hey! Does this bus go by the Statue of Liberty? Devil's breath is making everyone desperate to escape the city. They've crossed the line. I'm gonna cross it back. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't order any more Sable agents. happening to this city.
This is Stable Control. What's the situation south of Houston?
Control, engaged in active pursuit of a fugitive vehicle.
There is someone else who isn't emerging from this crisis in a positive light. Mayor Osborn. Experimenting on something as deadly as devil's breath in the heart of Manhattan is the height of irresponsibility. What did Osborn know and when did he know it? The answer could mean the difference between electoral defeat, impeachment, and prison. Stay tuned to the only voice you can trust in these dire times. Mine. My friends, I'm getting a lot of frantic calls from people trying to get out of Manhattan. While I understand the impulse, that is not the answer. I've been in touch with the National Disease Center, and they've assured me they're working on an anti-serum. But for their efforts to bear fruit, we need to keep our composure. Here's why we have to stay where we are. Firstly, we need to keep the disease contained. The more it spreads and the more people who are sick, the fewer resources there are to go around. And I have received personal assurances from officials in Albany that relief convoys are coming, containing food and medicine. And, I've just been handed an update. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. It seems the relief convoys I just mentioned are being attacked by escaped inmates from Rikers Island Prison. Spider-Man, this is on you! You were there in the most charitable reading of the situation! You failed to stop the breakout! Worst case, you were responsible for it! You always claimed to be on our side. Well, Webhead, if that's true, you are rapidly running out of chances to prove it! Folks, the city is in crisis. We have bridges and tunnels closed. People who work in the city but don't live here are trapped within. Others have been barred from homes placed under emergency quarantine. I'm hearing reports of tent cities, people sleeping in parks. It's like the Depression and the 1918 flu epidemic all rolled into one. I know times are hard and we are all struggling, but if you see someone who needs help, do what you can. That's the only way we'll make it through this. We must pull together or fall apart. Jared, write that down. That was a good one. I've had numerous callers today reporting that entire city blocks are being taken over by escaped inmates from Rikers. These are literal no-go zones in the heart of Manhattan, a dystopian future from 70s movies come to life. Why don't the police stop it, you ask? Oh, you're going to love this. It seems the prisoners ambushed a convoy carrying weapons and ammunition for the authorities and took it all for themselves. The police are outgunned by their own guns. Well, all right. This is where the rubber meets the road. This is where we see if Sable International and Spider-Man are the protectors they claim to be. These criminals aren't hiding. They're right in plain sight, daring you to come get them. Well, we're waiting! More and more listeners are warning that the mayor's Sable agents, ostensibly here to protect us, are behaving more like an occupying army. But let's hear it from the caller. Go ahead.
They won't let me in my building. Said it's quarantined. I said, fine, let me in and I'll stay there. They pointed their guns at me, ran me off like a criminal. I got no place to go.
Caller, this is deeply disturbing to me. I promise you, I'll bring it to the attention of the proper authorities. Emergencies do not permit the suspension of human rights. Your elected officials may not be willing to fight for you, but J. Jonah Jameson is. The mass breakout at Rikers Island, which camera footage clearly shows Spider-Man involved in, has spilled countless hardened criminals into our streets at the worst possible time. I want to hear how it's affecting you. Speak!
I don't know who I'm more scared of. The criminals or these Sable people. They've all got guns. I mean, it's like the Wild West out here. If one doesn't kill you, the other will.
You raise a very salient point, caller. In times of martial law, civil liberties are most at risk. My advice? Keep your head down. Don't go out unless you have to. Trust the police before Sable. They're from here. They're in this with us. Document any abuses. At some point, this will be over, and they will be held accountable.
Well, what do we do about the escaped inmates from Rikers, Mr. Jameson? They'll do anything. Looting, home invasion, murder.
Fight back. Arm yourselves with whatever you can. Legal firearms, baseball bats, pepper spray, hell, cooking spray in the eyes if that's all you got. We're New Yorkers. We don't lie down for anyone.
Okay, but what if it's one of these nut jobs with powers? Like that rhinoceros guy?
And my friend, you pray. And you go down fighting.